You know, I think probably one of the most memorable things that I remember was when I was a student in law school here. And of course, it has even more meaning now as I look back upon it. And that was having the privilege of being taught by President Clinton and Mrs. Clinton when they were here in the law school on the faculty. Of course, back then we called them Bill and Hillary. I took actually 2 courses in law school from the president, admiralty of all things, and constitutional law. And he was a great teacher. The one thing I liked about him is he was an easy grader. Mrs. Clinton was a superb teacher as well. She was a little tougher, a little more difficult grader. But I feel quite privileged to have had the opportunity to be in their classroom, to learn from them, and to have them as my professors. And if you think about it, here I experienced, along with many other students, sitting in a classroom with a future President of the United States, a future First Lady, a future Senator from New York, a future potential candidate for the presidency, and now the Secretary of State. And it's just extraordinary to think that right here at this university, I had the opportunity to experience that.
There's so many memories with friends and with family here on this campus from various ages and stages of my life that it'd be really hard to drill in on just one. But I guess I probably should answer one with an academic focus, but really the one that jumps out at me and stands out in my mind is the night we won the national championship in basketball in 1994.
Really the feeling of thousands of people all in a great mood, everyone, you know, pulling for the same team and celebrating the national championship.
And all my friends and fraternity brothers stormed Dixon.
And the streets were flooded with people who were celebrating and cheering, and everyone was happy and everyone was in a great mood.
And that was quite a unique experience. Just hard to really describe if you weren't there, the feeling of elation that we all experienced.
And that was probably the greatest feeling and the thing that I remember the most about my 4 years on campus. The one instant where everyone was united.
And I'm looking forward to that next national championship so we can do that again.
There's an old saying, root hog or die. That doesn't mean much, I guess, to outsiders, but it kind of means that you do whatever it takes to go forward, you do whatever it takes to survive, and you never give up.
You know, when I bleed red. Well, I think literally and figuratively I do. And, you know, when you say Razorbacks, oftentimes you think of just the athletics part of it, and I am fanatical. I mean, I'm a fanatic Razorback, and everybody knows it. I live and die with the Hogs. But, you know, to me, being a Razorback is also about academics. And I've just got to tell you, I could not be any more proud than what has been accomplished in the advancement of academics and the achievements that we have accomplished here by a lot of real hard work.
Being a Razorback is really being a part of a larger family. It never ceases to amaze me when I'm traveling around the country or even the world where I see the Running Razorback logo. And I know when I see it that there's a handshake and a smile on the other side.
When you meet people with that familiar theme and who've had the same experience that you've had, you are like an old friend and certainly like a family member.
I think it means passion, pride, tradition, anything that pulls at the heart, because that's what being a Razorback is. It's bringing people together to make memories that they'll always hold on to for the rest of their lives. It's something that's truly special, and it's something that I think that is passed along.
I've never actually looked at athletics as being a Razorback. That's never been where being a Razorback came from in my heart. Being a Razorback is about tradition and loyalty and pride for a university that means so much to me. And you know, my family, aunts, uncles, mom, dad, grandfather, cousins, we all went here, and so just the strong sense of tradition. My mother was actually selected on the homecoming court in 1972, and when I was selected to be on the court in 2004, she was down there on the field. She was down there, and just to see her face, you know, how excited she was that I was continuing that tradition and representing the university with the same pride that she had, you know, 25 years earlier. Was just wonderful, and I wasn't even thinking about being on the Jumbotron or having all these people, you know, worry about tripping or getting my heels stuck in the grass or whatever, but just knowing that I was representing something that had meant so much to me during my time here was pretty wonderful.
Well, I'm going to tell you that the university that I see now is much different than the university when I attended. You're talking about maybe close to 13,000 then, and you're talking about over 19,000. There's been a lot of growth, a lot of buildings. Fayetteville has grown a lot since the time that I was a student.
I love Arkansas. I really think that Arkansas is just an exciting place to be right now with all the changes that are occurring. There's no better place than in the hills of Fayetteville.
I love the excitement that is now surrounding the University of Arkansas with all the change that's going on, and I'm really excited to see what it has the potential to do for our future. I see more students wanting to come to the university, not just for athletics, which is wonderful, but for the education, for the research, for the opportunity to excel beyond just an undergraduate degree and to stay here for graduate programs and to just stay in the area then after that, and for the university just to become something that keeps students here.